Greetings, fellow outsiders, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, AceAttorney. We are going into the trial, which I believe is day 3 of the investigation of the murder of the Steel Samurai. I hope you're ready. Let's get back into it. October 19th, 9:42 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Hey. Mr. Wright. Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. But if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't gonna be easy. October 19th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 4. We're back. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show the evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Hello. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director, the Steel Samurai Noob Ruffle. Salmonella, I'm a director, television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix? Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Witness testimony for the day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 in the morning. During that morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. Pretty sure. That's about it. That's one we can pick apart, I think. The time of Mr. Ammer's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. The day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was, in an action scene run-through. Let's press on this one. He didn't seem, confident. In the employee area? That's right. There was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? No, just us 4. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. What do you mean by that? Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but WP twisted an ankle in the run-through scene. Right. Thus the limp. Which of course led me to missing my lunch. Oh. ROFS? Rolling on the floor starving? Oh, is that what that means? I heard everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. You heard? What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooks them up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning the witness, did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. Alright, let's just press on all these statements. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Could you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix? Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? A little vague or it's contradictory? It's contradictory! That doesn't seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. Well, what do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the one in the employee area. Wait, lunch there. No! No. Oh, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. Phoenix! So when exactly did you eat it? We took a break during that meeting. I, wolfed it down then. Mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. They took a break in that meeting. That contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Nice! Okay, we were in the meeting until around 4. Press on this one? What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this! The sponsors turned to me and said, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can't you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting? During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. Pretty sure is not good enough in a court of law about murder! You didn't take a single break? Or, well, yeah, not one. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder? Yeah, it's from the statement we did before. Excuse me! Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops! Awful! Well, Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Oh, well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I called the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Oh! Edgeworth? What are you laughing about? What is he laughing? Edgeworth is laughing. Uh-oh. Witness testimony. The break. Yeah. Something. We took a break, Raffle. It was only 15 minutes. 15! It's only 13 in best 12. Not enough time for someone to say, come in, murder in Studio 1. That's only enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Cross-examination? The break. Yeah, we took a break. Awful. Alright, let's press him on this. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. So we could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Edgeworth? It was only 15! 15! That's 13 in base 12! What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak? What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Look at his face. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder. I would press you on this. We might need some evidence for this one, but I'll continue to press. Why is that? Objection! Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in that trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any one of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright. Surely you aren't suggesting one of these people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I claim it and claim it loud! Or no, it's impossible. Well, technically it's impossible because of the monkey head, right? So I can go with that one. I might take a hit. We'll go with that. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to studio in that time. I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, but I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at that time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mr. Monkeyhead barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Mandela from the stand. What? It's over. Did I mess up? Well, he has a ponytail. I never realized Mr. Mandela had a ponytail. Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Come on, Edgeworth, give me a break. Who's this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Is it the kid? Order, I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. October 19th, 11:04 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, Number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Oh, don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. People in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought that there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's gonna happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Oh, don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai. Hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Let's do it. There's got to be some way through this. October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution has a concern, as our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case. Okay, yeah, it's the kid. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth is taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Hey there, he's so short. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. And there we go. Now we can see his beautiful face. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness?
What? Just because you're all grown up didn't mean you can push me around.
Poor Edgeworth gets beat up by all of the witnesses.
Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you! The nice lady! I'm Cody Hackins, I'm in 2nd grade!
I get the feeling this is going to be a long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? Do you want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just... Mr. Edgeworth, I prefer bearded... Very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain on terms with a kid and you lost?
Hey! I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix? wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. Better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera added to the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Witness testimony. Let's do it.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and I went to the studios that day. I went through the woods on the path, off the path so that the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked! Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. If I had my camera with me, it would have been some time for a shot, I tell ya. Anyways, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination, but be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Cross-examination. Let's do it.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once.
So you've never seen one before. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh?
Of course I do! I've taped every show, and I go to all the live performances.
That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park?
Of course! Duh! My dad always takes me.
Poor dad. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I'm not sure it's gonna be anything like this. I went through the woods on the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. This is something I had the question of. Since the Mr. Monkey Head was lying on the path, wouldn't people be able to just cross through the woods? I'm gonna press on this one. Off the path.
Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's the woods, and that's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow, I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes.
Let me press on this one. You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai!
The Steel Samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened the gate and he went inside.
I see. What then?
It totally rocked! Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy!
I'm just pressing to see if there's anything here, because I think that we're gonna have to press a lot in this trial. What sort of bad guy was it?
A guy, a person, kind of tall, skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know, he was kind of far away.
He's been awfully vague.
Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down! How?
What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move, not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor.
Yeah, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell ya. So, do I need to present the camera here? Also, we have this scrapbook, right? Photos of every victory scene in battle. Oh, should I present this? Objection! Objection! The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. This feels like I got it wrong. I'm sorry, but I can't see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I'll have to penalize you. Alright, I get it. I must be on the right track. Let me press on this statement, and then if I can't press, then I'll present the camera somewhere. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. Not like I have it all the time.
Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home? Phoenix? Remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai commercial just once.
Not commercial, rehearsal. Okay, so I have to press somewhere here. Okay, I'm gonna try and present the camera on this statement and see why he didn't have it that day. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Ah!
Look at his face right now. That's hilarious. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, was I putting on too much pressure? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor? It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You didn't bring it, did you? Oh, you look so sad. Objection! Mr. Wright, how cruel are you to terrorize a poor child so? I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody.
What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that?
Oh, so he did have it. I thought maybe he didn't get it yet or something. So you did have a camera, and you did use this camera?
Why would I use it?
I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were busy watching. Witness testimony, what I saw. Is this gonna be new?
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
Okay. I say every time the judge does. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Cross-examination. Let's do it.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
I'm gonna press on this. No, maybe I should press on the one where he stops moving. What did you do after the bad guy fell, Cody?
Actually, the fight was so intense that I got kind of scared, so I went straight home.
Something isn't adding up here. Something about his account doesn't seem right. Phoenix? Doesn't seem right because he's being deliberately vague. Press him on the facts, Phoenix. Find out what he saw.
Yeah, I had my camera with me.
Alright, well, just press. So, why didn't you use it? He's getting to that? Relax and listen.
I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing.
But I was glued to the action, I couldn't take my eyes off it. That's what he just said, though. He goes, bad guy, wham, and then the bad guy stopped moving. This is the only other one I can press on, or that I think I should be able to press on that would make sense to me. After this, I'll start doing evidence. Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because he's the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
Or should I play this? Wait and see what happens or press him harder? Let's press him harder. Cody.
What?
Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order, order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? See, that's the thing, Phoenix. I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why did Cody see didn't he see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We've ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? He couldn't watch it? He's watching something else or show evidence? He couldn't watch it? Or show evidence? Because I still have the book for Cody that I have a feeling we're gonna have to show. I'm gonna show evidence. I want to see if he can do that. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Is it the book? I'm gonna try this.
Take that!
Here's my proof. Can I do that again? This didn't prove anything. Ha! Lost your nerve, have you? Very well, I'll ask you the question again. We have ascertained this young boy is a great fan. Why wouldn't he watch it? Okay, then I'll go with he couldn't watch it. Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? That's true. Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight, like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? We have ascertained that this young boy's a great fan. Why would he watch it? Then was he watching something else? Excuse me. He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else, probably. Okay, this isn't the answer, something else. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Oof. Come on, think of something. Think of something, Mr. Wright. Please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, Your Honor. You have another explanation for this? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan. Why wouldn't he watch the climax? Right, show evidence. Oh, maybe the camera? Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away? It's either the evidence or, like, I'm thinking maybe the monkey set. I'm gonna try this, though. Take that! Take that! Here's my proof. Oh, the music stopped, which means I got it right. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that, too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else during the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody? There was only one reason why you looked away from the fight. That was because you wanted to take a picture. And having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right, Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well, Cody. Could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Witness testimony. No photo? Question mark? Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Cross-examination. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture. The lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. I'm gonna press on this one. Because I think if he's hiding anything, it would be that there was more that happened that he's not talking about. That's all? Yeah! I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once. I got the lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Press him harder. No, I definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody? Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow! This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid is all about. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Okay, so I'm actually gonna present with the Samurai scrapbook now. Cody? What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was that you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. Never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright. What exactly is this album? It's called The Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order? Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait. No way! What was that, Phoenix? That look on Phoenix? Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. What a truth it is! Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes. Pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what's going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the other day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? The photos were blurry, he erased them by mistake, or the Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted these photos. You mean that the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever!
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth! Order. I will have order. Witness, Cody. Is it true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Is he gonna cry? Aww. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai put the bell down. Then he didn't move.
Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. But according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Now it's getting interesting. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Camera was the victim? Well, he's not dead, so Steel Samurai was the victim or there was no victim. I think Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jackhammer was the Steel Samurai! What? Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jackhammer? It would make sense, because he would know about the injury. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jackhammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony?
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jackhammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room, then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know.
I get it.
Huh?
I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Huh? Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
You have to show it to us, Cody, now. What? Show us, quick.
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now?
No.
Here, this is it. Is that the Studio 2 entrance? Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it is the proof that we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix? Mia? What? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo's all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor? May I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. It's Studio 2, right? Find the inconsistency in the photo? Oh, hello! I have my thing. Is it this? Because the 2 is backwards down here. Take that! That's my guess. I think it's here. You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual. I suppose that's because I'm not confident about it at all. If you want to rethink your case, Mr. Wright? Yes, please, Your Honor. Find the inconsistency in the photo? Is it here? Take that! Yeah, yes, Your Honor, look at this. Yes, okay, there we go. It's on the right track, just wrong area. I see. A gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? A number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use that studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Studio 2? Is it supposed to be Studio 2? I feel like this is wrong. Here, at Studio 2. I see, that would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer is there, the path was blocked, or no filming is done there. The trailer is there, because that's where all the people were. So it could have been any one of them. As you may recall, there was a trailer in Studio 2. And on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked, so we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2. Oh, order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Olbach, saw was the victim, Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did this to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume. Do I have proof? Sure. I'll figure it out. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright. Now that there's no surprise, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Is my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Oh! The sleeping pills. Take that! This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. Same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills. The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Bam! Mic drop, baby! Wait a minute. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes, but there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Test Powers' blood, fingerprint the bottle, or examine Hammer's body. Fingerprint the bottle. I feel like that's the closest thing. An idea, very well, let's hear it. Let's check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claims are true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. No? I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. We did it, guys, we did it. This court will suspend proceedings on the court trial for today. Cody Axon's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai scene, Miss Oldbag, may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1 but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai's costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Alright. Very well, court is adjourned. So we gotta find out who actually did it. It's not just good enough that we proved him innocent. October 19th, 2:47 p.m., District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Oh, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. But me too. Huh. Really? You both seemed so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead! This is great conversation. Of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Oh, right! Thanks! He's always crying. Alright, and we're to be continued. To be continued. So we should have 1 more day of investigation and 1 more day of trial. Because he said tomorrow would be the last extension. Alright, let me save. Alright, I'm gonna leave it here for this episode. If you guys are enjoying this, as always, be sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments. But on that note, I'm gonna say farewell, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, we're not alone out there, and I'll see you in the next episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Bye-bye!